Yep, he broke the throw. That is vital. If he wins this leg with the throw, he's assured of a point. Manley will be kicking himself, but he's up against the world champion, Johnny Parr. 3 times world champion at 3 different venues: Lakeside, the Circus Tavern, and the Ali Pali. Magnificent.
Yeah, he's never panicked. He was 3-0 down, he was 4-1 down, but he was only ever 1 breakdown. When you're 2 breaks down in that situation, then you know you've got a tough job. But as long as you're only the 1 breakdown, keep your cool and find your best form somehow, and you never go. Because Manley's actually done nothing wrong. He's averaged in the 90s consistently through this match. It has gone down a little from 95 down to 91.5, but Part has been brilliant since the break.
And next week, John Parr faces Raymond van Barneveld in the first game in Plymouth. Next Thursday, the 7th of February, 2 world champions lock horns in that game. Manley will face Mardle, 2 showmen of the sport, at Plymouth next Thursday.
Yeah, only 500 miles away from where we're sitting now. These lads, I think they start walking it first thing in the morning. Looking downstairs to leave himself on 40. Brilliant darts from Manley in this leg. He's on a 13 darter, and these lads have given us a fantastic contest here. This crucial for Part. He's taken out a 157. He almost took out a 164.
100.
Now Manley to break the throw back, to go 6 apiece with a double top, and gets there superbly. 6 legs apiece. 12 legs gone, only 2 more remain. We know that for sure. Only 2 legs remain in this game. Will we have the first draw of the 2008 Premier League? What a match between 2 fabulous players.
Yeah, 8 legs have gone with throw, 4 have gone against the throw. Dead level. And I suppose your money would have to be on the draw now, but if Part were to win this leg, he'd be throwing first in the last leg. But that's a great 140 from Manley. It's not at a maximum in this match, Manley. He's not the biggest of 180 hitters, but he's had 32 other 3-figure scores.
Bottom line is, it's nice to avoid defeat in the opening week of the Premier League campaign, and whoever wins this leg is sure to be undefeated in the first week of the Premier League, and that is important, John.
Yeah, I think both of them will have gone into this match hoping to win it, but I think in fairness they've been very evenly matched. Manley had the better of the early exchanges, and Part has certainly had the better of things since the break, but Manley's never been far away.
The power, Phil Taylor and James Wade standing by, 2 legs away from stepping up to the hockey. What a night it's been on the opening night of the 2008 Premier League. First of 14 weeks of the league programme, then the playoffs to decide the Premier League champion. 61 needed by Manley. Tops now to be assured of at least a draw. Goes wide of the wire. Part steps up to try and break the throw now.
Yeah, expect him to go 2 treble 20s, double 15 here. If he gets the first one in the treble 20, he hasn't, it's academic. But I'm convinced that's the way he would have gone.
60.
So, for a 7-6 lead.
For a point, at least, Peter Manley will be undefeated after the first night of the Premier League. And, well, John Parr now knows he has to take this to take a point. He can't win the match now.
And psychologically, that puts Manley in a strong position. A ton for Parr. What Manley would give here for a maximum. That's a good lie, though. Really ought to have been closer with 60. That second dart. Only get 60. And really ought to have created more there.
I've got to say, John, quite often in sport there's no justice, but I think a draw would be a fair result, the way the game has gone, because Part has bounced back, shown his true world-class ability, but Manley has been relentless and has kept grinding away. It's been a very, very even contest.
Yeah, I agree. We have seen
60.
We have seen Part at his brilliant best over 5 or 6 legs of this match, but Manley's thrown pretty well throughout, maintained a pretty steady sort of standard all the way through. Good percentage that from Manley. Parts is not to be sneezed at.
60.
Certainly has improved since the early part of the game. Mind you, the odd 12 darter, 15 darter, 12 darter does help because it means that you're hitting the double invariably with the third shot of a combination and therefore with your first dart at the double.
This is good from Manley. This is very good from Peter Manley. A ton 40 now puts pressure on the world champion.
Well, that flight home to Toronto will be
65.
all the longer if he were to lose this, John Part, as Manley looks to make real inroads here, put himself on a finish.
53.
Not enough, not enough. 128. 65 then to give us a 7-all result.
Sweat dripping down the face of John Part. It's that hot on stage. Bullseye to draw the match. Oh, magnificent! Two great players lock horns and check each other out.
Ball finish from John Part, levelling things up, 7 apiece. Good fight back from Part, good performance from Manley, and a point apiece. The first draw of the 2008 Premier League. Peter Manley looked at the table, rubbed his hands. You quite happy with the draw with the world champion?
Well, at the end of the day, you come into the first game, the underdog. I'm favourite to finish bottom in the league, and I'm playing the world champion. And at the end of the day, I was 7-6 up. Didn't have a very good last leg, a bit disappointing there, but I'll take a 7-all draw. I think it was fair. He's not a bad guy. He's okay.
Would you take a 7-all draw?
Yeah, I guess I'd have to. I was down 3-0. I had a slow start, really, and I did find my form. And well, you know, it's good to get the draw because at one point it looked like I was in danger of losing the match.
You're desperate not to get the wooden spoon this year, right? You've got Wayne Mardle next week. There's a bit of rivalry between you two.
Well, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, Wayne's a fantastic player, and he's had the Mardell Cup for the 2 years that he was in the Premier League. I'm going to try and make sure next week that it's the 3rd year. But at the end of the day, I mean, this crowd are absolutely fantastic. You had Ted Hankey trying to boo 3 people, stop 3 people booing him. I've got 4,000 booing me.
You love it.
But it's a different level. The PDC are taking this game totally upmarket, and it's unbelievable. To play in front of such a great crowd, unbelievable.
And good to be back, John.
It's fantastic. This is where I belong to play darts, and I love it.
Going to pick up a few air miles over the next few months. I believe you travel 140,000 miles a year playing darts.
140,000 without the Premier League. I'm going for a record, baby.
Well, they loved it. We've had a good night so far. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Manley and John Part.